ready.
Welcome to another episode of Buff in the Rough. Have you ever taken a minute to think about the size of the rabbit hunting world out there in the United States? This is a very big country that stretches around 2,700 miles from coast to coast and offers a wide variety of terrain to enjoy. You'll find everything from flat, open fields, big water swamps, rolling hills, mountain ranges, and a whole lot more. There's a little something for everybody, and that's the beauty in it. Just like we find a wide variety of terrain to hunt, we also find many different beagles out there in color, shape, size, drive, hunting style, and more. And to accommodate all of those different kinds of beagles and styles, you'll find a wide variety of registries and organizations that host and promote many different hunting styles. It can be difficult to sift through them all, but that's what we're going to try to do in the months ahead. I'll do my best to get quality guests on that can educate us on their favorite style of dog and hunting format. Today, we're going to hear from Travis Milligan. He's going to give us his thoughts on why everyone should consider attending a United Beagle Gundog Federation, also known as the UBGF events. He'll give us a short history lesson, talk about why it remains strong and relevant today, and Travis will also describe what a small pack option, also known as the SPO, beagle looks like and hunts like. This episode is packed full of interesting information. I hope we all learn something together. Help me welcome Travis to the program. Well, hey Travis, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Well, I'm excited to have you on. I'm looking forward to learning something today. And I know you're just the man that's going to help me learn something, so I'm excited about it. But before we get started, could you just maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into rabbit hunting?
Well, I got into it from my papa. I was always around beagles. He had them, like I said, my whole life growing up. And then once I got old enough, I started getting my own, some hunting on my own. A buddy of mine named Mike Dustin sold me my first AKC rabbit dog. Took me to my first field trial, and then that's where it all started.
Well, do you remember how you did in your first trial?
I just went and watched.
Okay. Very
yeah,
good.
I was just a spectator that day.
Well, Travis,
it took a while before I started winning and placing at them.
Mm-hmm. And you were just hooked after that?
Yeah.
Now, how many years ago was that?
Probably 25, so probably close to 30 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, you've been doing this for a while. Well, this is great. Well, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on is to learn more about the United Beagle Gundog Federation. And I've heard about UBGF and over the years, but I just really don't know much about it. And so I really am happy to have you on and wondered if you'd just spend a few minutes telling us a little bit about it, maybe a little history, kind of its purpose, today, and, well, just really anything else that you want to share.
It started back in 1977 when they first started having their first trials. They were CBH trials. And then I'm thinking it was in 85 that they got hooked up with the AKC to start getting points through AKC to finish dogs in the field champions. There's about, I'm thinking right now we got close to 60 different clubs that are a member of the UBGF Federation. We've got our home club, which is UBGF Running Grounds in Morgantown, Kentucky, where we hold, most of the time we hold our national events there, which the last few years we've had to move around and do the game. It's about, I think we got close to 120 acres.
So how does it work? So the Federation is composed, it's like a membership thing where clubs join it?
Yes. Yeah, they pay, we have an annual due each year. They pay an annual due, and then they pay so much per dog that's entered into their trials to help the Federation so we can, because we have an annual business meeting each year, and then after the meeting we have a banquet and we give out trophies and prizes to people that done real good throughout the year. Best all-around dog, get a Breeder of the Year, the Sire and the Dam Award, Derby Awards, and then you're all age. And then if you won the national events, you get recognized there too. And then we also give out an award for the top judge the most UBGF trials throughout the season.
So this is aligned with AKC. So all AKC hunts aren't necessarily a UBGF hunt?
No, they're not.
Okay.
You have to get in contact with AKC to hold an AKC event, and then we're just in our UBGF trial, UBGF AKC qualified. Or if you place in them, you're qualified for the UBGF national runoff and also AKC national.
So as a dog is winning hunts and they're winning these federation hunts, are the titles they earn different? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to ask this. Does UBGF award titles in addition?
We award a title. If you win the UBGF national trial, you become UBGF national champion.
Okay.
And then if you got to win 3 trials, that was an AKC trial with 120 points, become a field champion through AKC.
Okay. So what's the benefit to clubs of being a member? I mean, what's in it for them?
Just to be part of the federation, and then to be able to compete at the national levels at the UBGF national runoff each year. And it's just kind of an honor to say that, you won the UBGF national runoff. Just helps promote your dog.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the runoff and how that works? Like, is there a qualification process for that, or how does that work?
Yeah, you gotta go to a UBGF trial at a club that is a UBGF club, placing it either 1st through 5th throughout the trialing season, and that qualifies you to be able to run the national runoff. And if you're a field champ, if your dog's a field champion already, they're automatically qualified.
And is that national runoff, is the whole thing typically run in Morgantown, Kentucky?
Usually it is. The last couple of years we've had one in North Carolina at the Tar Heel Beagle Club, and this past season it was at ground at Silver Creek Beagle Club in Henryville, Indiana. But we usually try to have them at the UBGF grounds, which, like I said, right now we're having to rebuild the grounds to get more game in there. The rabbit population is down, so we're working on planting food plots and all that to get the population back to where it needs to be able to hold these national events.
Oh, it's a process. It's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
To do it and do it right, it really is. So talk us through what that looks like when someone gets their dog qualified, or maybe they already have a field champion, and they show up at this national event. Like, how many dogs show up? Are there different classes? Are there different sizes?
Yeah, you'll have 4 classes. Yeah, they got your 13-inch class. Like I said, you run your 13-inch females or your 15-inch females, and then you've got 13-inch males and 15-inch males. 13 and under running the 13-inch class, 13 and a 16, up to 15 running the 15-inch class.
And how many beagles do you turn out at a time?
In the first, second, and if there's a third series, no more than 7. And then if you go in the winner's pack, we can run up to 9.
And so you just keep hunting until you narrow it down and declare an overall winner.
Yeah, you'll have 2 judges out there judging the dogs. Say you got 50 dogs in the first series, they'll pick up so many in each run. In the next series, they'll come back with how many ever dogs are left on the ground and run them in up to 7 dogs at a time, and just keep dwindling down till you get to your winner's pack. Then run your winner's pack, and you'll pick dogs up until you get satisfied that you've got a clear winner. You've got to have no more than 5 dogs on the ground when you decide to call field trial.
And when that happens, the winner earns the title of a UBGF national champion.
National champion, yes.
Okay. All right.
In each class.
And so that's a pride point. That's a motivation to have that.
Yes.
On your dog. Okay. Well, one thing I wanted to talk about, because I have a lot of different kinds of people on talking about different styles of dogs, different speeds, different registries. I find them all fascinating, and there's a beagle out there, I think, for everybody. I really believe that. You can find what you like. You just have to look for it. Can you tell us a little bit about what an SPO, small pack option beagle, is? How do they hunt? Tell us a little about line control and speed. I don't know. Anything else that you want to talk about?
The speed, you're looking for an upper medium speed most of the time. And like I said, one that can carry the line straighter and farther. Myself, I don't like one that's hooking or skirting, nothing like that. When they're running the rabbit, I want them running straight and clean. And I'll let you run it as fast as you can, just do it right.
Mm-hmm.
No I'm not a fan of extra mouth or nothing like that. When they're running, I want them to be true to the line.
Mm-hmm. And these dogs are described as gun dogs. What makes them a better choice for a gun dog than maybe some of the other styles of dogs that are out there?
Me personally, with the medium speed and the line control or up medium speed, I think they can circle one cleaner and better and typically bring the rabbit back around in a good time to the gun. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That's least of breakdowns as they could possibly have.
Yeah, I like that too. I've hunted with a lot of different styles of dogs, from very slow to very fast, and one of my complaints about the really fast ones are, I'm worried somebody's going to shoot them if you're out on an actual gun hunt, because you're expecting a rabbit to pop out, and the rabbit might be there, and the hound is right behind them. I mean, just right on it. And what would be nice to have something just a little bit slower. To give you that buffer to help prevent that from happening. Okay. Well,
that's what I like about them. They're more consistent, I guess you could say, on the line, not running over so much and pushing that rabbit to a hole.
Now, I take it you've been hunting for 30 years, and you've seen a lot of dogs out there. Could you tell me about a couple of the best dogs you've seen just historically? From your past, and maybe also just a couple of the best dogs that you've seen, like in the last year or two, that are really the hot dog right now.
Oh, that's a good question there. I've seen so many. One of the best ones that I've seen throughout the years, 5-star smoking Richard Sawyer. He was just relentless on the track. He was super nice and clean, and he's produced a bunch of field champions himself. I just really enjoyed watching him.
And tell me his name again. Sawyer?
Richard Sawyer.
Richard Sawyer.
He's been doing it probably better than 40 years.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And he's raised a bunch of good dogs. And like I said, the 5-star smoky dogs always stuck out. He's won national events. He's done it all with him. And the dog that I've seen today is a dog named Mo River Sandbag. I like him. He's a good dog. There's just a bunch of them right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some dogs that go back to the Sandbag dog. That's a tough question, but there's a bunch of good ones out there.
Well, that says a lot that there's so many good ones out there that it's that tough. That's good. That means there's a lot of really good dogs out there.
Yes.
Well, Travis, if you could build the perfect dog for you, the perfect dog, could you talk about what they'd look like? I don't know if you prefer male, female, 15-inch, 13-inch, what kind of mouth, what color, how they hunt, Could you talk us through what the perfect beagle for Travis would be?
I prefer the 15-inch class, male or female. It doesn't really matter in that. I'm running big males right now, and I've got a couple of big females. Color, I like a black and tan. Love a chop mouth. I want you to hunt like you're starving. That's what I'm looking for. I love hunting a dog. I love one that minds and ain't crazy while it's out there hunting. I want it to listen to you, You call, it comes to you if you jump a rabbit. Speed, good medium upper speed dog, but just has great line control and flow.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking for.
One of the things I wanted to make sure I gave you time to do was, if people are interested in UBGF, how do they find out more? How do they find you? Do you have social media, Facebook, a website?
Yeah, I've got Facebook, and then we've got a website, UBGF website. You can get on there. We've got a calendar on there that lets you know what events are going on and where at. It's got the UBGF officers' names, info, if you ever want to contact them. And then there's a magazine out called Hounds and Huntings.
Mm-hmm.
A gentleman puts that out each month. It's got usually got all the ads for the hunts, for our trials and everything in it. But like I said, social media or on the website tell you what all is going on most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like in the UBGF, we have a junior handlers program for kids 7 through 17. If they handle dogs, they get points. They get recognition at the annual banquet. They get awards. We've got a lady that does that, and she's excellent. She really takes the time with kids, puts all in it. Donates a lot of stuff to give, so she can give awards to these kids, get the kids active.
Well, talking about kids, I like to ask folks a lot of times, especially somebody that's been around as long as you and been all over the country like you have. What do you think the biggest challenge is facing future hunters?
Nobody take it. I think that's the biggest problem. I've got a grandson that'll be 7 in February. I take him to a few trials every now and then to get him interested in it, but that's the biggest thing, just people taking it.
For people that maybe are just good old gun hunters, they just love going out with beagles, or maybe maybe they hunt other things, deer, I don't know, fox, coons, squirrels, but they've been interested in rabbit hunting and maybe attending a field trial. Why should they choose a UBGF SPO type trial? I mean, why would people enjoy that?
We've got a lot of great people in the sport, I think. And if it's your first time or been doing it forever, there's always somebody there to help you back. If you're an older person that can't run up and catch your dog, there's going to be somebody to help you. That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. It's a sportsmanship and really helping each other. It makes it so fun to do.
Well, Travis, let me ask you this. So you mentioned that clubs that host AKC hunts can be a part of the Federation and be members in the Federation. How many different states are there? Is that like a Southeast thing? Is it a Midwest, Northeast? Is this all over the country? Like, how widespread?
It's quite a bit of the country. We've got clubs out in Kansas, Oklahoma, up Wisconsin, down south, out east. I've been to 11 or 12 different states that I've participated in trials in. So they're everywhere pretty much. I like to say, especially on the farther west you go, you don't see them as many once you get past Missouri and stuff. But we do have clubs out in Kansas and Oklahoma.
Do you have a favorite part of the country that you like to hunt in, or a favorite club or two that you really, when you see that on the calendar, you're like, well, I really want to make that one?
As far as just going hunting, I love rabbit hunting in Kansas. There's plenty of rabbits out there. We're starting to try to, me and my cousin, we're starting to make a trip at least once out there and hunt. But as far as club-wise, I enjoy going to all of them. But it's a good bunch of people.
Well, Travis, tell us about what is it like I've never hunted in Kansas. So what's that like? What's the terrain like? Is it pretty flat, I guess?
Yeah, it's pretty flat. You got your typical briars and, your sericid grass. It's like native grasses. Plenty of rabbits. Seems to be a rabbit under every bush. Dogs will be running one. You kill one rabbit, say, I've got it. And the dogs make a left turn and they're running another. You know, it's just fun. I mean, it was a blast out there. We went February this year, and then we're heading back in January 26th to go out there for a few days. It's just great country out there.
And why do you keep doing this? I mean, you've been doing it 30 plus years. What is it about rabbit hunting, competition hunting, beagling? What is it that keeps you going back to the field time after time?
Just the friendship and I love to win and place. Mm-hmm. Competitiveness, I guess.
Now, were you in competitive sports as a youngster?
No, not really.
Mm-hmm.
I was into the outdoor stuff, riding horses, deer hunting, and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's not a lot more that you could be competitive with than a hound. It's just you and your hound out there taking on the world. It's it can get interesting pretty quickly out there.
Yes, it can.
Travis, is there anything else that you want to talk about? Is there anything I didn't ask you about that I should have asked you about, or anything else you want to cover or promote?
I don't believe so. Just if somebody's interested and want to go to a trial or something like that, they can contact me or get on our website and see where they're at, and just show up and just ask around. Anybody will give them any kind of information they want and will help out. Treat them like family when they're there.
Mm-hmm. And then I did have another question I wanted to ask. Do you have any advice for anyone that's interested in getting into rabbit hunting?
Just find you a good couple dog. Just go out and enjoy it. Some good places to hunt. Just, like I said, go out and enjoy it. That's what I do. I just love the sound of dogs running.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I just soon listen to them run a rabbit as to kill one.
I think that's a lot of guys that run beagles. I really do. I think they enjoy hearing that pack, that roar of the pack, as much as anything.
Yes, that's what I enjoy.
Well, very good, Travis. I really appreciate you taking time out to kind of school us on the United Beagle Gundog Federation. And I encourage anyone who's wanting to learn more to look them up on social media, Facebook. They have their own website as well. And reach out to Travis if you ever want to go attend one in person and see what it's all about. So, Travis, thank you so much again for coming on.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to Buff in the Rough. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to be notified when new content is available. And please send comments and suggestions to buffintherough@gmail.com.